Adam, Filo Mining, a great company working in Argentina. So what's the company about? Maybe you can give us a short overview.
Well, first off, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me. Happy to give a quick update on Filo Mining. So the company right now is all about resource expansion. We're following up on some terrific success from last year, where we drilled over a kilometer of close to 1% copper equivalent.
Yeah, which is really, I think, one of the best holes in the world, right?
Yes, globally, has to rank at least top 5.
Yeah, as your name says, you're Adam Lundin, and the Lundin Group is the largest shareholder of the company. So how did you come on that, and how did it come together?
It all came together after we sold Valadero, which was Argentina gold. We sold that to Homestake in the late 90s, and then we went up and picked up this acreage. And from there, we went on to make this huge discovery. And so we've had the deposit since staking the ground and making that discovery and moving it forward.
Fantastic. And you have already a nice indicated resource. How large is the resource, and where do you see potential?
Yeah, the overall resource is still quite robust. It's 600 million tons, over 4 million ounces of gold.
Yeah, 147 million ounces of silver. Exactly.
and 3 billion pounds of copper.
Yeah.
And so it's a large resource, but for me, it's not a big, it's a big focus. It's a nice resource to fall back on, already having that, but that doesn't include the success that we've been having. And specifically, these kilometer holes of close to 1% copper equivalent. That's not included in the resource today. Okay. So the potential to grow it is massive.
Fantastic. As we see here now, a nice map of Argentina and of course of Filo del Sol. How would you rate, let's say, the location? How would you rate the province San Juan? Because I think in Argentina, the province is very important for the first decision for mining, right?
Yeah, for sure. So I think San Juan, when you look at the Lundin Group, we've been first off in Argentina for almost 30 years, and we've been in San Juan for almost 20 years. And so we're very happy being there. We're very comfortable being there. We get along with the local community and the authorities there as well. And so we're super happy to be in San Juan. There's 23 provinces in Argentina. San Juan has the biggest gold mine in the country, which is Valadero, which used to be a Lundin Group, which was the discovery I mentioned earlier, and which is being operated by Barrick today.
And how does it look like, let's say, with power, roads, water, stuff like this?
And so a big benefit of Argentina is it has a lot of water. In Chile, you have to build a desalination plant and pump the water from the coast to your project. In Argentina, there's abundance of water there. We've done some water drilling. There's close water, nearby, and power. There's enough capacity in the grid to support the project we modeled in a pre-feasibility study.
Wow, fantastic. So pre-feasibility study, that's a nice keyword, and I already put it up here. And what was the base calculation for copper, gold, and silver? What were the prices you have taken?
So the prices we used on our pre-feasibility study, we used $1,300 gold, $3 copper, and $20 silver.
Wow, so $1,300 gold, there's a lot of upside, I would say.
Yeah, ton of upside. For me, I have to quickly glance at these numbers again because I'm just so excited about the exploration upside and following up. And we have rigs turning today. And so we'll continue to drill and follow up on those big intercepts of 1% copper over a kilometer. But as you see here, on those commodity prices that we've just stated, it's a great copper production, gold production, and silver mine all wrapped in one. It's a nice deposit. It's a quick payback, even quicker at today's commodity prices. And this is on surface. This was all the oxide material. So this is our pre-strip. This is really the fallback project if we weren't going to have success with exploration, which we've already had and want to follow up on.
Yeah, which is very likely the exploration success. We talk about that in a second. $1.23 C1 cash costs. So this is, let's say, the normal operating costs. Where do you see the AISC or even the all-in costs per pound? Just conservatively calculated. I know it's a hypothetical thing.
Yeah, no, I think all in, if we look at the royalties and the rates in Argentina, I think $1.55.
Wow.
To push it a bit. I hope probably even a little less.
So that's 100% margin for today's prices.
Yes.
Oh, love it. That's fantastic. Super. Let's come to 2021. The drills are turning, and I think you're doing 8,000 meters of drilling. This is what is planned. So what do you want to target on that, and what, let's say, shall be your best wish result?
I think, Jamie Beck, the CEO, and the team have come up with a great plan. They came up with a great COVID protocol to make sure everyone's safe while we're drilling. And so they want to start with 8,000 meters. Hopefully we can do a little more. We have 2 rigs going, hopefully going to add a couple more rigs. I think a great scenario is, we had to pull one of the holes because of COVID last year. And the last 73 meters of that hole was 1% copper, 1 gram a ton gold. So we'll go ahead right off the bat. We're following up with that hole. I want to see, do those grades continue for a kilometer? If they do, you're onto a real screamer of a project. And then also as we go to the north, we look like the grade increases as we go north. So we'll want to continue to do that as well. And so ideal scenario for me, if we can have, 4 holes close or higher than a 1% copper equivalent, all a kilometer deeper, it's the best case scenario.
So you think those 1 kilometer holes are repeatable?
Yes.
Wow, that would be outstanding, really, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's have a view shortly on the Lundin Group, because I think your success of your family, of your group is really outstanding. So you want to repeat that for Filo, right?
Yes, for sure. For all the projects we have, the big key and being aligned with the shareholders, being a huge shareholder ourselves in the projects, the family in the group, it's not, don't make wealth by big salaries or board fees or anything like that. It's always, plain vanilla equity. We're not issuing ourselves a royalty or any of this nonsense. We're just shareholders, and we make money through share price accretion. And so if you look at the past, it's good to see the Argentina success stories here highlighted in gold, and then other stories on the mining side highlighted in blue. But this percentage is shown on money raised to takeout price. And so you see some of the returns have been phenomenal, and this is the track record we have that we want to continue.
I think also something I found in the presentation is that the ESG differentiation, I would call it. So what is Lundin doing, let's say, different? Let's say not only to stay into the criteria of ESG, but doing more, because this is the impression I got.
Yeah, I think, environmental social governance is huge, and it's always been a big one, but social license is kind of come into the light even more so. And so we have Erin Johnson, who runs the Lundin Foundation. She's also on the board of Filo Mining, which is very helpful, and also played a big role in Lundin Gold, getting that going. And so you want the biggest benefit of these projects to be the local communities. So like in Lundin Gold, for instance, starting a local catering company that's self-sufficient, that sources local produce. If you can do that type of scenario where it's a sustainable project, go ahead and implement it. And I think those are some of the key attributes that make the Lundin Foundation different and give different scenarios for the companies to be successful.
Fantastic. How much would it cost to bring the project in production? What do you think?
I believe that the CapEx for that pre-feasibility study was around $1 billion, similar to what Fruta del Norte was. I think the project's going to look a lot better with this exploration success. I think the team's going to have the ability to add a lot more tons, maybe even increase the grade profile of the project. So it's hard to say what does the project look like in the future. With an oxide sitting on oxide cap on surface, you have the ability to maybe start small and then grow and go bigger as you go into the sulfides, and seeing if that's self-funding. I think it's just the tip of the iceberg at Filo for how good this deposit's going to get and the ability to move it forward.
So can we say 5 years to production? Is that realistic?
I think you can say less to share price appreciation.
Okay, super. Adam, that's great. Thank you very much. All the best to you. Good luck. And please keep us posted about then those kilometer-long holes.
For sure. Will do, Jochen.
Super.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Adam Lundin, the chairman of Filo Mining. And you heard it. The drills are turning, 8,000 meter they are doing. And it looks like, Adam already told us they think that they can find more of those 1 kilometer or plus 1 kilometer long holes with, let's say, around 1% or 2% copper. Hopefully even that would be an outstanding booster for that company. And as you saw, the Lundin Group is behind it, largest shareholder. So I think also money would never be a real issue. And they want to bring that thing into production. That is for sure. I suggest you check out the company. And I'm your host, Jochen Steiger from Commodity TV in partnership with Dukascopy TV. Thanks for watching us, and bye-bye from Geneva.